Look closely at the Indian snack market, and you will find an ecosystem locked down by heavyweights. PepsiCo's Lay's aggressively commands the Western potato chip aisle, while Haldiram's maintains a tight grip on traditional Indian namkeen. This chart highlights the breakdown of that exact market in Gujarat. The tiny slivers at the bottom represent those massive global and national conglomerates. The dominant block taking up 90. He took a job sweeping floors in a cinema, and it was there that he built the foundation of his empire, methodically identifying and fixing the operational bottlenecks that his larger competitors overlooked. By 1982, Chandubai had worked his way up to managing the canteen at the Astron Cinema. Over time, he started tracking exactly when and why his customers bought food. He uncovered a severe temporal bottleneck. 80% of his daily revenue came directly from potato wafers, but all of those sales happened within the chaotic 10 to 15-minute window of the movie intermission. His third-party chip suppliers were failing him. They would regularly drop off unpredictable quantities or show up late. When the intermission bell rang and he didn't have enough chips on the counter, that revenue was lost forever. He realized the only way to fix the problem was to cut the suppliers out completely. He set up a makeshift shed in his home compound and started slicing, frying, and bagging the chips himself every single night. This established his first core business thesis. Outsourcing your primary product means outsourcing your vulnerability. Absolute control over the supply chain was the only way to guarantee scale during those 15-minute rushes. Industrial potato peeling and cutting machines were far too expensive for his tiny operation, so he sourced individual mechanical parts and cobbled together his own custom rig for 5,000 rupees. Then he had to solve the chemistry of the fry. An average potato is over 80% water, which makes it difficult to create a crispy, long-lasting chip. This diagram illustrates his target metric. To get a perfect chip, you need exactly 20 to 23% solid dry matter. Through sheer repetition, Chandubai learned to calculate this exact ratio just by holding a raw potato in his hand. Because he kept production costs low and understood the raw materials, he gained a pricing advantage. He took those savings and packed 25 to 30% more chips into every bag. By mastering the microchemistry of his potatoes, Chandubai created a high-yield product that could undercut the market purely on volume. But manual production had a hard limit. As the volume of his orders increased, quality control slipped, and customers began complaining that their chips were turning stale. Chandubai took out a 50 lakh rupee loan to build a semi-automatic manufacturing plant that could finally standardize his quality. Then, in the middle of construction, the third-party engineering contractor went bankrupt. They vanished, leaving Balaji with a half-assembled factory full of customized equipment that they had no idea how to operate. Facing total financial collapse, Chandubai and his brothers started taking the abandoned machinery apart, piece by piece, reverse engineering the mechanics through raw trial and error. They put the plant back together, becoming self-taught engineers. They successfully automated the precise frying processes Chandubai perfected by hand. This crisis forced him past simple management, mastering the facility's mechanics himself to blueprint his future growth. With production running smoothly, they targeted a strategic gap in retail. Lay's focused almost entirely on Western-style potato chips, while Haldiram's sold traditional Indian namkeen. Balaji manufactured both, immediately claiming double the shelf space. They also knew exactly where their biggest rival was vulnerable. Balaji launched a marketing campaign centered on the slogan, "Less air, more wafers," directly attacking the most frequent customer complaint against Lay's. Yet one major bottleneck remained. Their entire operation relied on potato harvests, leaving them exposed to prices that fluctuate wildly based on the unpredictable Indian monsoon season. So they built an enormous 25,000-ton cold storage facility. This allowed them to buy an entire year's worth of inventory during the harvest season when prices were at their lowest and store it safely. Neutralizing raw material price volatility was the final engineering step that locked in their high-volume advantage against competitors paying whatever the market dictated. Today, those early hand-built operations have been replaced by fully automated factories. Balaji Wafers exports to over 25 countries and generates an annual revenue of 5,000 crore rupees. Despite that massive corporate scale, the internal structure remains flat. Chandubai enforces zero rigid HR targets, and every single factory floor worker has his personal phone number to ensure a culture of total ownership. That sense of ownership extends even to his rivals. When a major Haldiram's factory burned down, Balaji opened up their own production lines to manufacture their competitors' products for months just to keep them in business. Chandubai built his multi-billion-dollar empire by systematically eliminating every external dependency. He proved that true market dominance is won on the factory floor through a relentless pursuit of total operational control.